What happens when a legal status that protected you for years suddenly disappears, and the government that once let you work, build a career, raise a family, and put down roots tells you that you may no longer be allowed to stay? For hundreds of thousands of Haitians across the United States, that question is no longer hypothetical. It has become a frightening reality, with jobs disappearing, families living in fear, and some people being fitted with ankle monitors after being called into immigration offices. And now, just as communities were bracing for a major enforcement push, a new development has made the situation even more uncertain. The story centers on Temporary Protected Status, or TPS, a federal program designed to allow people from countries facing extraordinary danger to remain temporarily in the United States and work legally. For years, many Haitians relied on that protection while Haiti continued to struggle with political instability, violence, and a worsening humanitarian crisis. But on June 25, the Supreme Court cleared the way for the Trump administration to end TPS for Haiti, removing a major legal barrier that had temporarily protected hundreds of thousands of people. Then came the part that communities had been dreading. In places like Springfield, Ohio, Haitian immigrants began receiving notices telling them to report to immigration offices. According to immigrant advocates, some people who showed up were placed on electronic ankle monitors and given future court dates. The monitors are part of an existing ICE alternative to detention system, but for many Haitian families, the symbolism is deeply painful. Suddenly, people who had spent years working and raising families in America were being asked to live under constant electronic tracking. And the fear isn't limited to Springfield. Advocates have reported arrests or detentions involving former Haitian TPS holders in multiple states, including Arizona, California, Indiana, and Maryland. In some communities, people have reportedly become afraid to go to grocery stores, workplaces, or even leave their homes. Port organizations say the result is a chilling effect. Businesses become quieter, streets become emptier, and families begin making plans for what could happen if someone doesn't come home. But here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. After officials publicly warned that enforcement operations targeting Haitian TPS holders were underway, a report citing two people familiar with ICE operations said agents were later advised to delay routine enforcement against Haitians whose TPS had expired. The reported guidance does not restore TPS, does not restore work authorization, and does not mean deportation proceedings have disappeared. It simply means the immediate enforcement picture is more complicated than many people first feared, and it remains unclear how long any pause could last or whether it applies uniformly across the country. For Haitian families, that uncertainty may be almost as stressful as the arrests themselves. Imagine knowing that your legal protection has ended, but not knowing whether your next interaction with immigration officials will mean a court date, an ankle monitor, detention, or something else entirely. One Haitian nurse in Boston described spending 8 years working at a major hospital, only to be forced to take a leave of absence after her work authorization expired. She told CNN that returning to Haiti isn't an option she considers safe, pointing to gang violence, damaged hospitals, economic instability, and the lack of effective government there. And that brings this story far beyond immigration paperwork. It becomes a question about what happens when a worker disappears from an American workplace overnight. Business advocates say the loss of Haitian TPS workers is already being felt in healthcare, hospitality, agriculture, construction, and other industries. One business coalition executive cited a Florida resort that lost more than 150 workers and a Massachusetts senior center that lost more than 50. Some nursing facilities, she said, are even considering closing sections because they're suddenly short-staffed. For the people living through this, though, the economic argument is only part of the picture. In New York's Haitian communities, advocates describe quieter streets and struggling businesses. In Maryland, support workers say some families have become afraid to go outside. In Springfield, families are dealing with the psychological pressure of immigration letters and ankle monitors while trying to keep children calm and daily life moving. And there is another layer that makes the situation especially difficult. Haiti remains a country facing severe security and humanitarian problems. Human Rights Watch has warned that Haitians losing TPS could be forced to return to conditions marked by widespread violence and instability. At the same time, the Trump administration argues that TPS was always temporary and has promoted a self-deportation program offering financial assistance and transportation to people who choose to leave. So what happens next? That may be the biggest question of all. The Supreme Court decision has dramatically changed the legal landscape, but the actual enforcement process is still developing. The reported ICE pause adds another layer of uncertainty. and the administration has not publicly explained exactly how long it will last or what comes next for every former Haitian TPS holder. For families who have spent years building their lives in America, that means the waiting continues. They're waiting to find out whether they can keep working, whether they can stay with their children, whether they will have to leave, or whether another legal pathway could give them a future here. And behind every number, whether it's 300,000, 350,000, or any other estimate, there is a person, a job, a family, and a life that has already been built. The Haitian TPS story is no longer simply about immigration policy. It's about what happens when the legal foundation beneath an entire community suddenly changes, and how far the consequences can reach, from a hospital room in Boston to a small business in New York, a factory town in Ohio, and families across America who are now waiting for answers. If you found this update helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Unix Media, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest news. Thanks for watching.